Welcome back to Important Library Stuff, a podcast where library staff share the inside scoop on all the stuff that happens at Prince William Public Libraries. And trust us, it's a lot of stuff. I'm your host, Emily Bickers, media specialist from the Office of Communications and Marketing, and I'm joined each episode by fellow staff members and special guests who know a lot more on each episode's topic than I do, which for this episode is our summer reading program.
Yes! Jazz hands of excitement!
So without further ado, let's learn together from returning guests, Kristen Bridges, the Office of Programming and Events Coordinator. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me.
And Ginger Galaney, Dale City Library's Branch Manager. Thank you for coming back.
Absolutely. We didn't scare her off. This is so good.
So this year's theme is Unearth a Story. Pretty exciting. A lot of the
Dinosaurs.
It's dinosaurs. I know we have like gardening programs too, like a lot of other things tie into it, but dinosaurs are like the marquee, I think.
They're definitely the mascot, and I'm here for it.
Last year's theme was color, and a lot of libraries around were like, oh, well, art and STEM, and this year's everyone, dinosaurs.
We have all converged.
Dinosaurs, yes.
and gardening and a little geology.
But dinosaurs.
We know who the star of the show here is.
Something for everyone, but dinosaurs are
but
for
mostly
everyone.
for dinosaurs,
yes.
right?
Literally for everyone.
So what are 3 books you think would fit the theme that you would recommend?
My favorite children's book author is Mo Willems, and he has this classic, Edwina, the dinosaur who didn't know the dinosaurs were extinct. It's the world's best title. And there's actually an accompanying video where Mo Willems does the voice of the main character, who is not Edwina. It is Reginald von Hoobie-Doobie. It's amazing. So I highly, highly encourage everyone to check that one out.
There's a catchy theme song.
I know. I sing it and people don't get it. And I'm like,
We need people to go watch the video on YouTube so people understand.
you need to have a chocolate chip cookie. So that was the first one that came to mind. I must admit that I opened the floor to suggestions from our patrons. I'm new to gardening. I just recently kept multiple plants alive.
Congratulations.
I know. It's a thing. So I'm looking into container gardening.
So much fun.
I'm browsing our collection, and I haven't pinpointed anything yet. But if anyone tags us on social media, you know to find me container gardening, because I really want to learn how to do that and keep my track record of keeping something alive.
So when I made up my little list, I kind of leaned into the whole theme of discovery. My son and I like books that you can tell the author is excited to share with you the cool thing they know. Mm-hmm. So the one that we just found, my son and I, is called Frequently Asked Questions About the Universe. The author's last names are Cham and Whiteson. We also really love the What If books by Randall Munroe, if you know those. He's also got a really fun YouTube channel where he animates the what if questions. The most recent video is, what if we tried to cool the oceans with a comet, like from outer space? And he's like, that's actually the worst idea ever, and I'm going to show you why. So, and the whole book is like this. It's cheeky, but it's really engaging. It's like, what happens? Well, how long does it take for a Sarlacc from Star Wars to digest a T-Rex? Wacky questions, but he'll break down the science for you in very understandable language. And then another one I just saw to put on my to be read list is Neil deGrasse Tyson just put out another new book, kind of like in the same vein, answering your questions about life, the universe, and everything, called Just Visiting This Planet. So those are my 3 for
Love
discovery.
It. So how is the program set up this year?
It's the same as last year. So 500 minutes read over 9 weeks. You can read, listen at your own pace. You earn a midway prize if you are birthed through high school, and everyone gets a finisher prize, and then you're entered into a grand prize drawing, which this year we're actually doing 2 grand prize drawings per age category per branch. So more grand prize winners, and we changed up the grand prizes. So it's different per age category. I thought it was time to really
Something new.
dive into the theme of dinosaurs and have some fun with it. So
the prizes relate to the theme of dinosaurs?
Yes, they do.
Fantastic.
I know. I had so much fun.
So you mentioned a little bit about the different age ranges, but just to be clear, who can participate?
Everyone. We have for babies, toddlers, preschool, elementary kids, middle school, high school, adults, something for everyone.
Awesome. So 500 minutes seems like a lot, but I know we kind of break it down that it's only 25 days of reading 20 minutes a day.
Right.
So what are some ways individuals or families can make reading for 20 minutes a day feel like fun instead of like homework over the summer break?
I think reading together, especially if you have small people in your family, is a really great way. My son and I used to we would read Gerald and Piggy, and one of us would be Piggy, and one of us would be Gerald, and we'd read back and forth to each other, make it interactive and fun, and that was a lot of fun. But also remember, like when we say reading, we also mean audiobooks, we mean e-books, we mean any type of consumption of materials or stories. So, if you just can't sit down for 20 minutes and read, grab your headphones, go on a walk the dog, do your exercises, do your container gardening, and listen while you do something else and keep yourself engaged.
I was reading an article where this woman shared that she did immersive reading. So she tried reading, she couldn't focus. She tried listening, she couldn't focus. But then she combined the two and she listened to a really good audiobook and she was following along. And she said, I was absolutely riveted because all the senses were engaged.
Really smart.
I am interested because we are a podcast society now, but there's still that tactile connection to books. So it's bridging the gap between the worlds. And I thought that'd be really interesting. Another suggestion that I had kind of off of your idea of reading as a family is, take turns selecting a title. You can listen on road trips, just wherever you're going, and have different family members or friends, a group, pick out different titles and maybe unearth a new good genre. You see what I did there?
Good connection.
I try.
I think the most ideal way to read is doing an audiobook while gardening and or digging up dinosaur bones.
There you go.
If I dig up dinosaur bones while gardening, I will die happy. All I can say. That would be wow.
Amazing.
I'm just visualizing it right now. That's amazing.
The finisher prize, while supplies last, is a brand new book.
Yes, brand new book.
What are some of the titles, knowing that they may not all be available at every branch?
Oh my gosh.
Just to help get us hyped.
Oh.
Hang on, I took a picture of my shelf.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Yeah. So while she pulls that out, my office actually organized all of the books. So technically I have seen every single one. We have latest Pilkey, Nate the Great books. We have thrillers. We have some fantasy, like Fourth Wing books are in there.
Little romantasy in there.
Yeah, some romantasy.
My branch, I know we ordered several cozy mysteries. Those are really popular at my branch. A couple of what you might call a beach read. I've got Tom Clancy. I've got James Patterson, Nora Roberts, Baldacci.
We did something new this year where we had the branches select books based off of what reading trends they note in their branches. So each mini collection is more curated to the community's needs.
That's great.
For younger ages, I have Magic Treehouse. I've got Dork Diaries, Pete the Cat. I've got some Lego books. So I tried to pick, I think we all tried to pick a good selection.
So how fun is it to wheel out the prize book carts, either when you receive them or when you present them to the finishers?
It's so much fun. You see, especially for the younger kids, but I think there's a certain amount of delight on the adults' faces, too, when they realize that they can participate and that
we're not forgotten.
Right, they weren't forgotten, and they get a prize, and there's, I hope nobody ever loses their sense of childlike joy, and then you roll out the cart, and you're like, oh, there's a book that I want, and you see it on their face, and you're like, all right, we did it. We did a good job there.
Yeah.
So,
it was really fun to send them out to the branches, and we know that these are new titles. They're not older titles that maybe have already been read by a lot of people. These are kind of hot off the press titles. So we really are committed to making sure that we're engaging in the community where they're at.
I know the book I picked out last year was like one that was like in my online shopping cart at that moment.
Really?
And then I came in and it was there and I was very excited.
See?
What kind of stories can readers unearth at the library besides books?
we have a lot of stuff online, and I think it's really remarkable. We have Canopy for streaming movies. We, of course, have Libby and Hoopla. So many people use those. I don't think people realize that we also have things like rocket languages or consumer reports or the Chilton's Guide to auto repair. We have A to Z World Food.
And we also provide the resources to access the internet because we have the hotspots and
the
Chromebooks.
We have Creative Bug if you want to learn how to craft something or get better at watercolor painting or sewing, or if you want to just do a deep dive into research, we have JSTOR.
I'm also thinking of our staff that come to mind. Sure. So many of our staff just have amazing stories. Like a member of my team actually knew three other people who are in the system when they were all working in North Carolina, and she was new to the country and was learning English, and they helped introduce her to ESL classes, which are ongoing right now thanks to the Carnegie Grant. And I'm just like, there's just so many amazing tie-ins, and she's always sharing how the library provided her with free resources to help her kind of to get situated. And now she has a double master's and is part of the programming team and is planning a really amazing programming lineup for this fall that is celebrating staff voices.
So any summer programs or events we should be on the lookout for?
Dinosaurs with Dino Man.
Yep.
Because I managed to get him a year in advance. It was touch and go, but everyone wanted Dinosaurs with Dino Man, and I got him. And then we have Raging Reptiles. They have a dragons show, so come meet live dragons. And then they have living dinosaurs, so that you will be able to see and maybe even touch some of the reptiles.
We've got Sing Books with Emily.
Yes.
We've got the Little Rangers are coming to do special story times from Leesylvania State Park. There's a lot of craft stuff. There's a lot of book clubs going on over the summer.
Yeah, there are. Oh, we have a fossil expert coming.
That's right.
She's doing a presentation on fossils, and I think she's a paleontologist, which was my dream profession. At 6 years old, I created a little dinosaur handbook, and I traced dinosaurs, and I was like, I was the kid that said, can you spell paleontologist? I can spell paleontologist.
We'll also have traveling show of dinosaur bones.
Yes. They're foam dinosaur bones that are going around, and you can build your own dinosaur. They don't come with instructions, just your imagination, which I struggled with because 6-year-old paleontologist to me was like, no, this must be accurate.
There's also going to be a dinosaur-themed magical performance from Dean Allen Magic called Jurassic Magic.
Yes.
So that will be cool.
There are a lot of specially themed art projects. I know Dale City, we're doing like a little dino garden with little plastic dinosaurs.
Oh.
And I ordered the plants today and in a glass bowl. So that's
awesome.
for teens and adults because of the whole glass bowl part.
It's like a terrarium thing. That's fun. I like that.
There's Unearth a Story with Master Gardeners, combining what we were talking about. And the Master Gardeners are going to help you explore the world of prehistoric plants and see what a triceratops would eat that you could plant in your garden today.
This would be so helpful if you were in the movie Jurassic Park and Ellie was trying to figure out why the triceratops was not doing so well.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I wonder if they would
Master
know.
Gardeners are awesome.
They are fantastic.
And we're also getting a repeat visit from the Wildlife Center of Virginia, who's bringing their non-releasable animal ambassadors.
Always wonderful. Always wonderful.
So we love setting goals here, and getting more people involved in summer reading is always a goal. So how many people signed up and finished the program last year, and do you have a goal for signups this year?
So last year, we had 9,593 people register, and we had 4,227 people finish, which is a 44% completion rate, which is the highest that we've had since before COVID. This year, I'm really ambitious. I would love to see 11,000 people registered and sitting at a 54% completion rate, 6,000 people finish.
That's amazing.
That's my goal.
And very achievable.
I think so. It's a signal that our community is responding to our efforts to support literacy. And that ties in with school reading scores, our support of the education communities, as well as the educators themselves. And so it just all the statistics to us tell a very nuanced story.
If we do get the 6,000 finishers, it'll be 3 million minutes read.
I love it.
But I want to talk about our sponsors whose contributions help fund programs during summer reading, provide the free books, and expand outreach across the community. A special thank you to the program's naming sponsor, Amazon. Without the support of our sponsors, we could not continue to offer the quality level of programming our patrons have come to love. For the complete list of summer reading sponsors, visit the Summer Reading webpage at pwcva.gov/summerreading. So can either of you share any fun or memorable moments from past summer reading programs?
I have a couple. Last year we had a petting zoo, a new vendor for a petting zoo.
Yes.
Who was phenomenal. What we do at Dale City is we put them out in the side yard. And so she had the bunnies and the goats in an enclosure, and the chickens in an enclosure, and everything's in an enclosure except the tortoise. She lets run loose. She gave the tortoise.
I can't get that far.
Right. You would think. But she gives the tortoise some watermelon to chew on, and the tortoise is just hanging out. And the tortoise eats the watermelon and lets the kids love on it, and then decides, I'm tired, I'm going to take a nap. And goes over to my landscaping and starts digging a den. Right there.
He unearthed a nap space.
And my bushes, just digs a den and settles themselves in and just literally falls asleep right there with all these kids around here.
That is epic.
Chillest tortoise. And then she's putting everything away. We did fill in the hole. She's putting everything away. Everybody goes into the trailer. And I hear her daughter yell, Mom, the chicken.
What?
The chicken. One of the chickens got loose. It was hiding under one of my staff cars.
Oh!
And we had to surround the car and urge the chicken out.
Other duties as
assigned. Yes. But yeah, I love that one. I have some really good memories of Dino Man. He is so engaging. He's so wonderful, and but those inflatables of his are not compatible with bad weather. So if it rains or if there's thunder outside, he has to bring it inside, which is delightful in the third smallest library in the county because the inflatables are life size. So he inflates. Well, we did have one year where there's a thunderstorm outside, and he had to inflate the Tyrannosaur. Not the Tyrannosaur, too tall. It was the Triceratops inside.
Because that's so much smaller.
It's because it's so small. Well, it was shorter, but lengthwise, and it took up my entire children's area. The kids loved it. They were climbing underneath it and putting their hands in its inflatable mouth. We can only do so much. We improvise the best we can, but the kids loved it. They did not even know the difference. It was great.
I think it enhanced it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you enhanced that program.
I have some great pictures of that.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
So thinking back to the past, maybe not 65 million years ago, but
Bless you for saying
your
that.
own past.
Thank you.
What is the first story you really remember discovering on your own?
I remember being in middle school and somehow getting my hands on Susan Cooper's The Dark is Rising series, which, if you're not familiar with it, is kind of, I didn't know it at the time. It's loosely based in Arthurian myth. So it's about these kids in Wales who befriend this orphan, this random kid they find in a storm. and they get sucked into kind of this magical modern-day adventure.
That's awesome.
I think for me, I have two memories. One, Nancy Drew, because my mother read Nancy Drew as a child, and so she had a bunch of the original, and I started reading it, and I started with The Hidden Staircase, and I remember lying in bed terrified that there was going to be a hidden staircase opening up from my wall. Spoiler, it didn't happen because that would have been epic. But that was like the first time that I really read a series on my own that because my parents used to read to me as a child. And then the other one is The Borrowed House by Hilda van Stockholm, which my mom brought home from Central. She checked out from it. I remember I was sick. And she said, here, I thought that she got a bunch of books for me, and that was one of them. And I was kind of like, oh, whatever, it's historical, whatever. But I started reading it, and I devoured it. It's about a little girl, I think she's 12 years old, in World War II, Berlin. Her parents are world-famous actors that Hitler endorses. And over the course of the book, her eyes start to become open to the realities of what the war is being fought for. And there is a boy hiding in the house doing creating secret papers. And there's a little bit of sweet romance, there's intrigue, and I was fascinated by the idea of a character undergoing such a change in the book. And that was really my first experience of enjoying a story and reading a flawed character and seeing like just the growth. And Hilda van Stockholm is a fantastic author. So she has a lot of World War II era books like The Flying Dutchman and I think The Mitchells. So great book series.
That's great. So how do you suggest folks dig up new books to read?
We have a lot of book clubs. I think that's a great way to try out a title that maybe you wouldn't have picked yourself, or maybe a genre you wouldn't have picked yourself. It's also a great way to motivate yourself to read. Yeah. Like, oh no, I have book club in a week. There's a deadline. But also a great way to get out in your community, make new acquaintances, new friends, with people as well as books. We do our best in all the branches with our book displays. We try and bring something exciting and interesting and new. If you do have a genre or an author or a title that you really love, there are tools, again, on our digital library, like Novelist, to help you find read-alikes, things that I love this aspect of the story and I love this aspect of the author. And Novelist is one of several tools that can help you kind of trace those genes, so to speak, and find other materials like what you enjoyed. And hopefully help you kind of expand your stable of authors that you enjoy.
Yeah, I have Novelist noted as well, and Novelist can actually curate a list of author read-alikes, title read-alikes, or series. So you can go as in-depth or broad a search as you like. And then us, hello, we love to give book recommendations. It's kind of what we're known for. So I sprinkle those into conversation. So yeah, those are my suggestions.
Okay, we also have a service if you want like a personalized recommendation from a librarian,
right,
but don't have time to go in or don't want to talk to someone in person because, I understand. If you go on our website, you can request My Next Read. It is under the Reading Ideas and Book Clubs heading. And you can click that, and you can just fill out your interests and kind of what you have been reading, if you want to read more of the same or if you want to read something totally different. And our librarians will look at it and email you back a list of recommendations. Mm-hmm. And even if you did it a month ago, do it again because you'll have another librarian will look at it and might have new recommendations. So
and new titles that come in. Not that we're limiting just to what we have, but we might have some new titles that just have come across like Wowbrary. And we're like, oh, this would fit perfectly.
Yep, 100%.
Oh, that's another one.
Wowbrary.
Novelist Wowbrary.
Yeah, so if you sign up for Wowbrary, that one will tell you every title as it is added to our catalog, so you can be the first to hop on the holds list. Okay, so for fun, the dinosaurs did not read. Now they are extinct. What are 3 books you'd recommend to a dinosaur to catch them up on today's pop culture?
I think we should take turns with this one.
Go for it.
Okay. My first one is Q the Sun, The Invention of Reality TV. By Emily Nussbaum. Not Nussbaum. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, but like that's so integral to our society now, right?
Yeah.
Pop culture. So yeah, that's my first pick. What about you, Ginger?
So I went a slightly different route.
I love
And
that
I decided
book.
that first we have to teach the dinosaurs how to read.
That's
So,
fair.
I chose We Don't Eat Our Classmates by Ryan Higgins.
I love that book.
And Ginger has brought this as a prop to the podcast.
I did, because I just wanted
looks
to remember
amazing.
it. And
I
it's
love
a
the
little
cover.
dinosaur in a classroom.
He looks so sad.
He looks so sad because he's just been told not to eat his classmate's sneaker.
Next one that I chose was Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Hear me out, because I feel like she kind of, first of all, this is not her first book. She has written many books before this, but this is the one that caught on fire. And so I'm having fun discovering what other titles, and she's written in different genres too. But there are dragons everywhere. There are dragons in book displays. There's dragon tattoos. There's dragon on tote bags. And all of them are linked to this book. So I feel like, that's important fashion, pop culture knowledge right there.
Absolutely.
You need to know why there's a yellow gold dragon on top of a black dragon outline. Have you read the book?
I have not.
See, you don't even know what I'm talking about, so you need
I'm
to
so
know.
sorry.
You
I
need to read.
I need to catch up.
Yeah.
I also brought a book called Dinosaurs at the Dinner Party, How an Eccentric Group of Victorians Discovered Prehistoric Creatures and Accidentally Upended the World. This is on my to-read list by Edward Dolnick. This is the story of how in the Victorian era, when we started to uncover dinosaur bones in the West, how this absolutely changed the way we view the world and sciences, and started kind of our global fascination with dinosaurs themselves.
I'm so reading that.
They would be fascinated. They'd be like,
Yeah, like,
what?
and then if I can go first, my next one would be Jurassic Park, where that fascination led us
Yes.
in the 21st century.
Such a good one. Okay, fine. I'm finishing up with Edwina. Because if you don't know the song,
Chocolate chip
cookies, you need to know the song.
Stop. Don't sing too much. It might be copyrighted.
That's all we got. That's fair use. Less than 20 seconds.
Yes.
We're good. So wrapping up, how do I sign up for summer reading?
Starting June 15th, go online to our website. If you already have the Beanstack app, it is just going to pop up in your accounts. Of course, we'd love to see you, so come in the branches and our staff can help sign you up. So that's 3 ways, right? I hit them all? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Any parting thoughts or tips?
Have fun. Yeah. Come see us.
This is for fun.
Dinosaurs. That's I mean, like, it's just, and I know that I say this every year, we work so hard on this program because we see how much people enjoy it. And so we love to hear back from people. We love to see them enjoying the programs. If you have ideas, we want to hear them. I've looked at the stats, and our services go up in every single category during the summer. And each year it goes up a little bit more because more people come to the library, they become aware of more of the services that we offer, and then they stay. And we would love that. We want you to stay, unlike the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs left us. Don't be the dinosaurs.
And bring your friends and family and out-of-town relatives and everybody.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
I will close this out with a quote from the book referenced in the episode title, Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. Life will find a way. Thank you for listening, and join us next month for the next episode of Important Library Stuff. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.